Good morning, class. In the last class, we have studied about how the roots absorb water from the soil and transport it to the tip of the plant. Now, in the last class, we have studied about two processes, that was imbibition and diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration, but no semi-permeable membrane is required for that. For example, like if you light a incense stick, that is agarbatti, in one corner of the room, you can feel the smell all over the room. Now, the next process we are going to study about is osmosis. What is osmosis? Osmosis is also the movement of solvent particles, that is from higher level to lower level, higher to lower, like diffusion only, but here we need a semi-permeable membrane. The difference between diffusion and osmosis is that in diffusion we don't need a semi-permeable membrane, but in osmosis we need semi-permeable membrane. And as you already know, the root hair absorbs water from the soil by the process called as osmosis. Many times a question is asked in the board exams, name the process by which root hair absorb water from the soil. So root hair absorb water from the soil by the process of osmosis. What is osmosis? Osmosis is the movement of molecules, movement of water molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Now, what is the semi-permeable membrane here? The semi-permeable membrane is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane through which the water enters the cell from the soil. Now, there are two types of osmosis. One is end osmosis, the second is exosmosis. What do you mean by end osmosis? For this, just take a beaker and put some resins, fill it with water and put some resins in it. एक ग्लास में, कांच के ग्लास में पानी लीजिए, उसमें पानी भरिए और उसमें कुछ किशमिश डाल दीजिए. Resins is किशमिश. After some time, what you will observe? आप थोड़ी देर बाद आप क्या देखेंगे कि किशमिश फूल गई है. The resins have swollen up. Why do they swell up? वो क्यों फूल जाती है? It is because the water has entered the cells of the resins. पानी जो है किशमिश के अंदर चला गया, जिसकी वजह से किशमिश फूल गई है. That is called as end osmosis. End osmosis means when water enters the cell and the cell swells up. That is called as end osmosis. End osmosis means when you put resins in the water, after some time you will notice that they have swollen up. वो फूल गई है. वो क्यों फूल गई है? क्योंकि पानी उनके अंदर चला गया है. That is end. End means enter. Osmosis again semi-permeable membrane from higher concentration to lower concentration. देखिए सेल में किशमिश के जो सेल थे, they were in dry state. आपने देखा होगा किशमिश काफी पहले wrinkle form में थी, तो उसमें पानी नहीं था. बाद में जब आपने उसको पानी में डाला तो वो पानी, क्योंकि वहां पर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर वाज लेस एंड कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर वाज मोर हियर इन द बीकर. बीकर में पानी ज्यादा था और किशमिश में के सेल्स में पानी कम था, तो इसलिए बीकर से का पानी किशमिश के सेल्स के अंदर चला गया. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एंड ऑस्मोसिस. द सेकेंड इज एक्सऑस्मोसिस. एक्सऑस्मोसिस मीन्स when the water comes out of the cell. Why it so happens? Because the concentration of water is less outside, whereas it is more inside the cell. For this you can take sugar solution. चीनी को घोल के एक concentrated sugar solution बना लीजिए और उनमें आप grapes डाल दीजिए. grapes, अंगूर डाल दीजिए. थोड़ी देर बाद आप देखेंगे अंगूर पिचक गए हैं. वो क्यों हो जाता है? क्योंकि concentration of water was low here and concentration of water was high in the grapes. So water has come out of the grades. That is called as exosmosis. X means when they exit, when the water exits through the cell. That is called as exosmosis. When the water comes out of the cell, it is called as exosmosis. Now, how long the process is going to stay there? कितनी देर तक ऑस्मोसिस, चाहे वो एंडोस्मोसिस हो या एक्सोस्मोसिस हो, कितनी देर तक चलता रहेगा? It is till the concentration both inside and outside the cell becomes constant, becomes equal. ये तब तक प्रोसेस चलता रहेगा जब तक कि अंदर सेल की और सेल के बाहर कंसंट्रेशन बराबर ना हो जाए. Now, what is the significance of osmosis? Osmosis का importance क्या है? Osmosis की जरूरत क्या है? First, as you already know, absorption of water by plants. Root hair absorb water from the soil by the process of osmosis. पानी ही absorb नहीं करेंगे तो plants will not grow properly. So the first answer is absorption of water by plants. Second is to maintain the turgidity of the cell. What is turgidity of the cell? Turgidity means the state of the cell when no more water can enter the cell. जैसे एक बलून में आप पानी भरिए तो एक कंडीशन ऐसी आएगी कि आप उसमें और पानी नहीं भर पाएंगे. तो that condition is called as turgid condition and the process is called as turgidity. So it maintains the turgidity. जो plants हैं, why are they just upright? वो सीधे क्यों खड़े होते हैं? It is because the cells are turgid. आपने देखा होगा जब पानी की कमी हो जाती है पेड़ों में तो उनकी पत्तियां they drop down, मुरझा जाती हैं. वो क्यों मुरझा जाती है? Because the water level in the cell becomes less. So that when the cells are turgid, वो stiff रहते हैं. The plants are in upright position. Then water from one cell to another cell is transported through osmosis. जब पानी एक सेल में ज्यादा हो जाता है, then it just gives it to other cell, and this is how from one cell to another cell the process continues. Then opening and closing of stomata. As you already know, stomata. What is stomata? It is the opening from which exchange of gases takes place in plants. This is the stomata. This is the opening and it is guarded by two guard cells. What are these? These are the guard cells. So what happens when the guard cells, when you water the plants, the guard cells become turgid and they open up. जैसे ये है, this is the flaccid condition. जब आप इसमें पानी भरते रहेंगे, मोटा हो जाएगा and it will open up like this. The stomata also open up like this only. So when the cells are in turgid state, the stomata is open and exchange of gases can take place. As you know, for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is needed, whereas for respiration, they take in oxygen. Then the third, resistance of plants to drought and frost. आपने देखा होगा कि गर्मियों में हमें पानी ज्यादा देने की जरूरत पड़ती है और ऐसे ही जब ठंड होती है तो then also it is said कि water the plants. अगर पानी plants में रहता है तो वो उनको, जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं, पाला नहीं मारता है. That is frost. So it gives resistance to plants to drought and frost both. वो गर्मी में भी पेड़ों को पानी देने से they just become turgid and they don't drop off, and frost also. Folding and dropping of leaves, मुरझाना जिसको कहते हैं, कि it is because of the osmosis only. When the water, the cells are well watered, they are in upright position, whereas when there is a scarcity of water in the cells, the leaves drop down. Now next term comes is tonicity. What do you mean by tonicity? How will you describe that whether the water will enter the cell or it will come out of the cell? आप कैसे पता करेंगे कि पानी सेल के अंदर जाएगा या पानी सेल के बाहर जाएगा? It all depends on the concentration. So the relative concentration of the two solutions. जो सोल्यूशन सेल के अंदर है उसका कंसंट्रेशन और जो सोल्यूशन सेल के बाहर है उसका कंसंट्रेशन, that will decide whether the water will enter the cell or it will leave the cell. So there are three conditions. What are those three conditions? First is isotonic. Iso means same. When the concentration of water inside the cell and outside the cell is equal, the water will neither enter the cell nor it will exit the cell. ना पानी अंदर जाएगा, अगर आप अंगूर को, ग्रेप्स को आप प्लेन वाटर में रख दीजिए, the condition of grapes will remain the same. वो वैसे ही रहेगी, ना पानी ग्रेप्स से बाहर निकलेगा ना पानी ग्रेप्स के अंदर जाएगा. So that is called as isotonic condition when the iso means same, when the concentration is the same inside the cell also and outside the cell. Second is hypotonic. Hypotonic, hypo means low. When the cell, the concentration in the cell is low and the concentration outside the cell is high. As I have already given you the example of resins. When you put it into the water, that is किशमिश को जब आप पानी में डालेंगे तो किशमिश फूल जाएगी. क्यों फूल जाएगी? क्योंकि किशमिश के अंदर कंसंट्रेशन लो था, तो इसलिए एंड ऑस्मोसिस विल टेक प्लेस. एंड ऑस्मोसिस में पानी सेल के अंदर जाएगा. Then the third condition is hypertonic. Hyper means high and hyper जब सेल के अंदर पानी ज्यादा हो, जैसे हमने एग्जांपल दिया था when grapes are kept in sugar solution. जब शुगर सोल्यूशन में आप ग्रेप्स को रखेंगे तो ग्रेप्स, क्योंकि उसमें चीनी की कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है, पानी का कम है, तो ग्रेप्स में से जो पानी होगा वो बाहर निकल आएगा. तो दैट विल लीड टू एक्स ऑस्मोसिस. नाउ how does transportation takes place of water? It is through mainly two process, that is the active transport and the passive transport. Passive transport we have already studied. It is the movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration, and as you know that no energy is needed. अगर आप overhead tank आपका जब बढ़ जाता है तो पानी अपने आप ऊपर से नीचे गिर जाता है. You don't need any energy. What are those two methods? Diffusion and osmosis. What is active transport? Active transport is just the vice versa of passive transport. That means here the movement of molecules from lower to higher concentration. जब lower concentration से higher concentration की तरफ जाता है, then it is called as active transport. Now suppose करिए आप ground level पे रहते हैं और आपको ऊपर अपना overhead tank भरना है, तो how are you going to fill the overhead tank? You have to use energy. आपको pump लगाना होगा. That means you are using energy. Same thing happens here when you just when the molecules they move from lower concentration to higher concentration, they use energy. Which energy they use? They use ATP. So what is active transport? Active transport means movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration using energy. And what form of energy they are using? They are using ATP. Passive transport. It is, what is passive transport? The movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. Here we have two types. First is diffusion. In diffusion, we don't need a semi-permeable membrane, whereas in osmosis, we need a semi-permeable membrane. Now turgidity, as I have already explained you, turgidity means when no more water can enter the cell. एक कंडीशन जब आप किसी भी सेल में पानी भरेंगे तो एक कंडीशन ऐसी आ जाएगी कि when no more water can enter the cell, that condition of cell is called as turgid and the phenomenon is called as turgidity. Turgidity, then it exerts a turgor pressure. ये turgor pressure exert करता है cell wall पे, which helps the plants to be in upright position. आपने देखा होगा पत्तियां जो हैं they are like this. When you see the plants, the leaves are like this. But when there is scarcity of water, the leaves drop down, मुरझा जाती है, नीचे की तरफ आ जाती है. तो पत्तियों को ऐसे upright position में रखने के लिए what is needed? This turgor pressure. Now what are the other significance? That is water movement. When there is proper movement in the plant will grow. Then it will maintain the shape of the cells to keep the plants in upright position. Then rigidity, it provides rigidity, एक thickness provide करता है. Closing and opening of stomata, already I have explained you here. Then turgor movement, आपने देखा होगा एक प्लांट है touch me not, छुई मुई का पौधा जिसको कहते हैं. अगर आप उसकी लीव्स को छुएंगे, the moment you touch the plant, the leaves drop down. जैसे ही आप प्लांट को छूते हैं, वो पत्तियां अपने आप बंद हो जाती हैं. But they don't remain as it is for very long time. After some time, as soon as the turgor pressure is restored, turgor pressure आ जाता है उनमें, then they again open up. So this is because of turgor pressure only. Then root pressure, root pressure, it exerts a pressure which helps in the ascent of water. पानी को खींचने में मदद करता है so that it can reach to the tip of the plant. So now I hope you have understood the meaning of turgid and turgidity. The just opposite of turgid is flaccid. What do you mean by flaccid? Shrinkage of cell contents due to loss of water. Now suppose you take a balloon, it is in flaccid condition. When you just fill it with water, it becomes turgid. So flaccid is when there is a loss of water, that is called as flaccid. So what is flaccidity? Flaccidity is shrinkage of cell contents due to loss of water. Now plasmolysis. Plasmolysis is the shrinkage of cell content. As you know, see, this is the cell wall, right? And this is the cell membrane. This is how it is there with a large vacuole and a nucleus, right? What happens in plasmolysis? The cell, it is the shrinkage of protoplasm. Now instead of this, the whole protoplasm shrinks like this. So this is called as plasmolysis. This one is called as, this is a plasmolysed cell. Plasmolysed cell means there is loss of water because there is no water in the cell. So the cell contents are confined to a small area only. This is called as plasmolysis. Now plasmolysis is also helpful in certain things. Now what are those things? Like you have seen pickles. जब अचार बनाया जाता है तो उसमें नमक और हल्दी लगा के सुखा दिया जाता है. Why it is done so? It is done so that all the water comes out of the mango. जो आम का अचार है उसमें अगर आप हल्दी नमक लगा दिया जाता है जिससे कि सारा पानी बाहर निकल आए. उसके दो फायदे. First, it can be kept for a very long time, and second, अगर थोड़ा भी वाटर कंटेंट उसमें रह जाएगा तो बैक्टीरिया और फंगस उस पे आसानी से ग्रो कर सकेंगे और अचार आपका खराब हो जाएगा. सो टू प्रिवेंट इट फ्रॉम स्पॉइलिंग, गेटिंग स्पॉइल्ड, दिस प्लास्मोलिसिस इज डन. सेकेंड, आपने देखा होगा आजकल बहुत सारी चीजें जो हैं दे आर ड्राइड एंड देन दे आर रीयूज्ड वंस अगेन. तो जब ड्राई करते हैं तो क्या करते हैं, व्हाट हैपेंस, this plasmolysis takes place and no water content is left inside the cell, so as to keep it for a very long time. And in some of the areas where the weeds क्या है, unwanted plants are called as weeds. तो weeds को अगर हमको निकालना है तो they sprinkle excessive salt, बहुत सारा नमक स्प्रिंकल कर देते हैं जिससे कि सॉल्ट की वजह से वो सारा पानी सॉल्ट जो है वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है एंड द सेल्स बिकम plasmolized like this so that they just die in the scarcity of water. Now deplasmolized. Now what is the opposite of plasmolysis? Plasmolysis means when the water content is taken out, that is exosmosis. And now what is deplasmolized? जब आपके सेल को प्लाज्मोलाइज सेल को डीप्लाज्मोलाइज करना है, आपको उसको रिगेन करना है, उसको आपको वैसे ही शेप में लाना है, तो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, जस्ट फिल इन द वाटर, पानी सेल के अंदर चला जाए, बस आपको ये काम करना है. तो यू कैन जस्ट डीप्लाज्मोलाइज द सेल एंड ब्रिंग इट बैक टू द ओरिजिनल पोजीशन. लाइक आपने देखा होगा जो चने छोले होते हैं उसको प्लाज्मोलाइज कर लिया जाता है, उनका पानी निकाल लिया जाता है, सुखा लिया जाता है, बट व्हेन यू वांट टू ईट इट, उसको एक रात पहले भिगो दिया जाता है. दैट मीन्स वी आर डीप्लाज्मोलाइजिंग द सेल्स अगेन. नाउ next comes root pressure. What is root pressure? The pressure generated by the continuous inward flow of water in the roots. आपको मालूम है root head absorb water from the soil and they are the ones who just send water up with the help of xylem. So it generates a pressure in the roots. How it is generated? By the continuous inward flow of water. पानी लगातार क्योंकि रूट्स के अंदर आता रहता है, जिसकी वजह से एक प्रेशर जनरेट हो जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रूट प्रेशर. नाउ ऑलरेडी डन एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर बाय ऑस्मोसिस. हम पहले ही I have explained you that how is water absorbed by the roots. It is by the root hair. Why root hair? Because it increases the surface area of the roots and they have a very thin cell wall so that water can easily enter it. Then from the root hair the water goes to the cell of the cortex. From the cortex they go to the endodermis. From the endodermis they go to the pericycle and then they reach the xylem. The xylem tracheates then they just make a capillary, एक पाइप टाइप बना लेते हैं और उसको फिर प्लांट के टॉपमोस्ट पार्ट तक ले जाते हैं. Absorption of minerals by active transport. Many a times question is asked, what is the difference between absorption of water and absorption of minerals? In absorption of water, how is water absorbed? It is absorbed by the process osmosis. Whereas absorption of minerals is absorbed by active transport. What is active transport? Active transport is the movement from lower concentration to higher concentration. Just opposite होता है osmosis, from higher concentration to lower concentration, but active transport is from lower concentration to higher concentration and with the use of energy. What kind of energy do we use? We use ATP. Now ascent of sap. What is ascent of sap? Sap is, what is sap? Water plus minerals which are absorbed from the soil and taken up by the xylem vessel is called as sap. Ascent means upward movement. How does upward movement of sap, that is water plus minerals, is done in plants? There are three main things that help in the ascent of sap. First is the capillary force. Capillary means like a pipe-like structure. It makes the, as you know, the xylem tracheates, they just make a pipe-like structure and water is just, the water moves up through this capillary force. But it moves only up to a certain height. But वो ऊपर topmost plant के tree के ऊपर तक capillary force पानी नहीं पहुंचा सकता. Then next is the root pressure. Root pressure I have already told you. It is the pressure generated by the continuous inward flow of water. Root pressure सिर्फ herbaceous plant. Herbaceous plants means those which are grown herbs. Herbaceous plants means herbs. जैसे brinjal, tomato, all these are herbs. They are small plants. So root pressure is enough so as to reach the topmost part of the herbaceous plant, but not a tree. For a tree, the thing used is transpirational pull. What is transpirational pull? Transpiration means loss of water by the aerial parts of a plant is called as transpiration, and it generates a transpirational pull. As you know, in summers, the more the heat, we feel more thirsty, and the more we sweat, we drink more water. Same thing happens here in the plant also. The more the heat, the more the transpirational pull. जितना पानी लॉस होता है उतना ही पानी पुल करता है. How does it pull? Two ways. First is cohesive. Cohesive means the force of attraction between the water molecules. एक दूसरे के water molecules से जो force of attraction होता है, that is called as cohesive force. Whereas the adhesive force is water and the xylem vessels. जो xylem vessels which are responsible for the ascent of sap, these two forces act to form the transpirational pull, which pulls up the water to the topmost part of the tree or the plant. So this is all for today. I hope you have understood the chapter. In case you have any problem or doubt, you can always call me or text me. Thank you. Just go through the video, and just in case of any doubt, you can call.